Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. As some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a new Let's Play episode of Santa Lucia. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? It seems that Russell and Bryan were having a bit of a disagreement when we left off, so anyway, y'all, alarm Shan, you are up, and let's go. Alright. I take a deep breath, then quickly make my decision. Oh, yeah, shit, okay. Well, I'm not going with Bryan this run, so I guess I'm gonna go with Russell. Sorry, Bryan, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. I never gave it much thought, and I'd rather not make a hasty decision this early in my college life. What? Good choice, kid. You'll probably feel left out for a bit, but you'll appreciate not getting involved in that shit. It was worth a try, at least. My friend Diego was rushing with me, so it's no big loss. Maybe once I learn some spells, I can hex you, Russell. Woo! He holds both hands in the air and wiggles his fingers towards the lion. Huh. Russell holds up a hand and starts heading for the staircase. I'm heading out. Got a class upstairs I don't give a shit about, but would rather not miss. See you later, Russell. Take care, dude. I watch as the lion disappears around a bend in the stairwell. Where you heading, Ben? Bryan folds his arms and smiles. Room 114 if I remember correctly. I studied that schedule hard before leaving the dorm. Hold on a sec. Bryan pulls out a piece of paper from his pocket and looks it over. Intro to journalism, right? Yeah? Oh no, don't tell me. We're in the same class! Oh, wow, what a coincidence! I glance around the hall, trying to avoid eye contact. What's wrong? Nothing. Just, it seems a little planned is all. Isn't that the point of the mentorship groups, though? We're organized together based on similar interests. You actually paid attention to what Chris was saying? How can I ignore that cute face? Really, though, it seems like the school thought this all through. We began walking together towards the journalism classroom. You sharing class with anyone else? Nate and I have public speaking at 1 p.m. I see. Huh, so why did they put you in journalism exactly? It's part of the program I chose. Coach recommends that everyone have a fallback plan for when we retire from the sport. I'd like to be a sports news anchor when this is all done. I turned my head towards him and raised an eyebrow. Do you even have the work ethic for that, man? Oh, come on, how hard can it possibly be? I think back to how Dr. Dubois described the journalism program. You're going to be working a lot harder than you think, Bryan. When we arrive at the door, I notice there's a sign taped over the inset window. What? Bryan gets closer and lifts it up a bit to read it better. What does it say? Journalism 41 has been relocated to Weishaupt Hall 202. We apologize for the inconvenience. Huh? Sounds like we've got some distance to cover. Shit, what time is it? I pull out my phone to check. Ha! It's almost 10. I tried hard to be early this time, too. When I look back up, Bryan has left my field of view. Ah! Better start running, dude! Damn it! I follow closely behind him as he weaves his way between other rushing students. I point out the shortcut between the theater and biology building, which gets me a thumbs up and a slap on the back. When we emerge from Arcadia Field, our destination looms over everything on the complete opposite side. You're looking out of breath. Ha! Ha! If you need to walk, that's fine, dude. Shut up, I can handle this. I feel a bead of sweat roll down the bridge of my nose. I'm sure the professor will understand if someone's a bit late. We don't even bother trying to walk on one of the paths, instead cutting across the grass. We're not running particularly fast, but I'm still out of breath. I planned this backpack. Why is it so heavy? Oh, hello there. Bryan, where the hell are you going? What's up, Diego? Someone recognizes Bryan from the path we're about to cross over. I thought you said you were heading for the psychology building, you douchebag. Bryan catches up to him and stops to talk. Wait, aren't we in a hurry? My class got relocated to Weishaupt, piss breath. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Alrighty. Good luck with that bitch face. That place gives me the creeps. Ha! Ha! I take the opportunity to catch my breath. Yo, who's the cat that's following you? One of my groupies. Excuse me? I feel a surge of embarrassment wash over me. I'm sure my face is turning red. Diego, meet Ben. He's in my mentorship group and we apparently have journalism together. Rad. The crocodile holds a hand out towards me. Name's Diego. I notice he controls his smile so he doesn't show teeth. Nice to meet you. So, this is Diego Bryan's been talking about, huh? Where did you say you were going again? I'm heading to Redwood. I've got microeconomics in a few minutes. Ha! I forget you're good with numbers. What a freak! I figures a loser like you would feel threatened by my intelligence. The crocodile shifts his hat and continues walking. So you had football practice, Bryan? Later, Diego. I'm having to pull out my phone to check the time again, but I resist. Bryan, we're kind of running out of time here. Oh, right. I snap him out of the daze he was in watching his friend walk away. Well, I guess friend is a loose term. They sure seem to call each other a lot of names back there. We finish crossing the field and enter Weishaupt Hall from the back entrance. Holy shit! Climbing a small stairway, we're met by a shockingly opulent hallway lined with bookshelves. Everything is such a stark contrast from the rest of the campus, it takes my breath away. Yeah, no kidding! I take a moment to gather my bearings. The hallway seems to stretch from one end of the building to the other, with the occasional doorway leading to a classroom. There's also a second floor above with even more books and classrooms. I get closer to one of the bookshelves and notice that the books don't have any words on the spines. Huh, seems like they're mostly for show. I didn't expect it to look like this. Yeah, me neither. The two of us walk along the hall, dumbstruck at the scene before us. Do you remember what room we're looking for? It was 202, wasn't it? Yeah, I should have taken a picture of the sign. We find a spiral staircase about halfway down the hall. If the room number is 202, then our classroom is most likely on the second floor. This should be it! He points a finger a ways further where a small group of 3 students walks into a classroom. Let's hurry! We make our way inside. I notice immediately a lot of disoriented faces and confused conversations. Bryan and I find a nice spot near the middle to sit. Yes, right this way. You found the place. I hear a distant voice coming from the hallway. A meek mouse girl scurries inside and sits somewhere in the back row behind us. Oh, hello there. My eyes widen when I recognize the professor closing the door. Dr. Dubois? I didn't think that was the name on the schedule. Good morning, everyone. He walks into the center of the room and clasps his hands together above his waist. I am Dr. Dubois, Dean of the Psychology and Communications Department. There's a momentary bit of chatter before it dies down again. Now that all the stragglers have made it, we can begin this little debriefing. I apologize for the sudden change of rooms on short notice. Normally that doesn't happen, but an exception had to be made this time. As you'll likely have noticed, I'm not Dr. De La Cruz, the professor who was originally set to teach this class. A very important matter has come up in his life, and he will be taking time off from the university to deal with it. For the foreseeable future, I will be your professor for Journalism 41. Are there any questions before we begin? Oh! As several students start speaking up, I feel this strange feeling in my stomach. It's almost as if I need to throw up all of a sudden. What the hell? Oh my. Oh dear. My vision starts to sway. I have this intense feeling of being watched. The hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. Oh shit. Now you are being watched. Theod Simco Rofla. My heart rate spikes and my skin starts crawling. I feel cold. Alone. Who are you? I whisper under my breath, unable to muster a better response. Miko Otem. The red eyes pierce my soul. The voice calls to me, beckoning me forward. Yes. Yes, I will. You okay, man? I jolt slightly when I feel a hand fall on my shoulder. What? I see the panda leaning forward in his seat to get a better look at me. You look a little green. 1 second, y'all. Water time. I'm fine. Probably my breakfast coming back to haunt me. He stares at me for a moment, then smiles. Cats, man, you're all so strange. If that's the last of the questions, we'll go ahead and begin the lecture. You may want to start a new section in your notebook. We've got a lot to cover. I unzip my backpack and pull out my notebook. That feeling in my stomach hasn't quite gone away. Man, what the fuck is wrong with me? These nightmares, they've never meant anything. Nothing has ever come of them. Well, except for... They can't just torment me during the night, can they? Now they have to creep up and in during the day as well? Fuck them! They're not ruining this for me, not this time. I can't live my life in fear of them forever. It's time I take back control of my life. Class wraps up about 2 hours later. I still feel a bit woozy, but I think I've got it under control now. What's making me sick, though, is this research project on the history of journalism due next week. I thought we were going to be friends, Dr. Dubois. See you outside, dude. Oh, okay. Looks like Bryan's already packed and ready to go. I slowly finish gathering my materials and sling the backpack over my shoulder. As I'm approaching the exit, a voice calls out behind me. Mr. Rivers, may I have a moment? Dr. Dubois stands near the table in the center, straightening out the paperwork on top. Yes, sir. This certainly was a change of pace, wouldn't you say? Oh, what do you mean? He smiles at me and twiddles his thumbs. It's been a while since I've taught intro journalism. I might be a little out of my depth. For now, I'm following the syllabus Dr. De La Cruz left me, but I might adjust it if necessary. De La Cruz is notoriously strict. Or so I've heard. If you say so. Since I'm your academic advisor, we can probably help each other out a bit. Can you talk to your classmates and see what they think about the course schedule? I'm willing to make changes, but I know students are often too afraid to voice their displeasure to their professors. I think back to my frustration with the research project just assigned. Speaking of... He finishes packing his suitcase and turns to face me. Never mind, I'll see what the others think. Thank you, Mr. Rivers. He gives me a slight bow before heading for the exit. With that, I bid you adieu. See you on Thursday, Dr. Dubois. We leave at the same time. I hear the jangling of keys as he locks the door behind him, then walks off down the hall. There you are! What's up, Ben? You waited around for me? Of course! What kind of friend leaves their buddy alone after class without a good eye? Without a goodbye, not good eye. Not gonna lie, I probably would have just left. I wonder what that says about me. You okay? You still look a little out of it. Yeah, I'm fine. It's nothing. I try to wave it off while turning to head for the staircase. A hand falls on my shoulder before I get too far, though. Seriously, Ben? If you're feeling sick, I can walk with you to the infirmary. I'm fine, okay? And give me some space, please. I snap back more aggressively than I intended. Whoa, alright. He steps back with both hands in the air. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... Nah, I get it. You want to be left alone, that's cool. 1 second, y'all. Gonna take a little water time for a second. Not everyone can handle Bryan Lewin 100% of the time. No, that's not it. Relax, it's okay, my dude. I think I'll try to find Diego and hang out. Got some time to kill before next class, you know? Ha! See you later, Ben. He takes off with a smile. Bye, Bryan. I feel guilty having responded to him like that. He seems to genuinely care if I was doing okay or not. It's weird. I know we've only known each other for a few days, but somehow it feels like a lot more than that. I head out the front doors this time. Walking through the lobby, I checked in for orientation. It's almost noon, so the field is crawling with students already. Looking in the direction of the UC, I see there's a huge crowd of people walking inside all at once. The crowd grows bigger by the minute as more students join in. It seems there's going to be a big rush at the cafeteria. I change course and head down the path towards the marketplace. I might end up overpaying at the grocery store, but it beats standing in line for who knows how long to get some food. Even down this path, there's a lot of students pouring out from the nearby liberal arts buildings. I think I'm even starting to recognize a few of them, though I don't exactly know who they are. Reminds me of what Russell said. I'd be surprised at how close-knit college can be. Oh, bless me. I think I'll stick to the people I know for now. I can't say I'm in the mood to start becoming a social butterfly, as they call it. I take a deep breath of the coastal breeze and enter the marketplace plaza. The sun shines down overhead, making the tables under the umbrellas look extremely appealing right now. I took up my collar to let out some heat. Ew! I notice a wet spot forming underneath where my backpack straps sit on my shoulder. That didn't take long. Whoa! As I'm walking past the staircase down to the beach, I hear someone cheer out loudly. With a brief glance, I see they're playing a game of volleyball. Must have scored or something. At the edge of the overlook, a couple girls sit on the barrier and watch the game below. That can't be safe, can it? Not my problem. I focus my attention on reaching the grocery store, which has the occasional student walking in and exiting. I might grab another chicken fettuccine or maybe a... Oh, excuse me. A tall, beefy bull terrier steps out of the building right as I'm about to put my hand on the door handle. Followed closely by a dragon girl I recognize from orientation. No, excuse me, I didn't see you coming. He holds the door open, letting the girl out and allowing me to go inside. Oh, hello, you're that freshman cat I welcomed a couple days ago, aren't you? I cringe slightly. I was hoping to get through this without anything awkward happening. I think so, yeah. You look familiar. She smiles at me, though something about it feels a little off. I know she's one of those ambassadors or whatever, so I don't know if it's something I practiced. Or forced. I hope you've enjoyed your first days of class. I have, thank you. She nods her head and continues on. The big guy follows her once I'm all the way inside the grocery store. I watch them walk away as the door closes and see he's hunching in close to her as they walk. She seems to be telling him something in a low voice, which makes him look over his shoulder at me. I definitely managed to avoid eye contact and grab a handbasket from the stack. Heh, I bet she told him about me and Russell. Great, just what I needed. Rumors starting about me in this school now. Oh, great timing, Jesus. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.